Hi guys, welcome to Live with Vi, and if you like what you see, subscribe. Hey guys, happy Friday. Are you guys all set for the weekend? I know I am. I really need a break and I need to sleep in a bit exhausted from the online schooling. But today what we're going to talk about is oil pulling. I used to do it a lot, and then I stopped doing it, like everything else. You know how suddenly you're very enthused about doing certain things, and then I stopped doing it. And then my Reiki teacher again reminded me to start doing it again. And it's been about 10 days since I have been oil pulling every day. And I think it's fabulous. I don't know how we've not spoken about this. I don't know how we don't practice this in in our daily lives. It doesn't take more than 10 minutes of your day, and it completely changes how your mouth feels, how your gut feels. And I got a lot of questions about what exactly oil pulling is. How do you do it, when do you do it, what do you do it with? And I thought, the best person to talk about it is obviously Dimple. She studied Ayurveda, she teaches Ayurveda, and so I told her, why don't you come on board and let's talk about oil pulling. I've also read up a lot about oil pulling because I do practice a lot of Ayurveda as well. But I just thought, to kind of clear people's doubts, to answer more questions, it's better to have an expert on board. I'm just waiting for her to join in. I've already told her that I'm online. It's so amazing seeing you guys online. Hi Priyanka, hi Sonam, hi Nopes, hi Nix. So the couple of questions that I got here, I've already listed the couple of questions that I got. The first one is, what exactly is oil pulling? So oil pulling is basically taking your either your sesame oil or your coconut oil. They both have to be cold pressed. They both have to be organic. There's no compromising on the quality of the oil that you should use, because it's going to essentially swish around your mouth for a good 10 minutes. So I use the Conscious Food cold pressed coconut oil and the sesame oil. I prefer the sesame oil. I feel it's less slimier than coconut oil, because you have to swivel it around your mouth and before you spit it out. So you do this essentially first thing in the morning. As soon as you wake up, you can either use sesame or coconut. I prefer sesame, and if you're just starting out, do sesame because it's less viscous than coconut oil, so it doesn't feel like you're eating slime or swishing slime around your mouth. It's just 1 tablespoon of oil. You don't mix it with water, you don't heat it, you do nothing. You put it in your mouth and you swish it around. So what this essentially does is, as we know, our mouth is the only way we ingest food, right? Your gut obviously processes it, so does your intestine, but your mouth is the initial entry of the food. So what oil pulling does is kind of pulls out all the bacteria, all the toxins that are on your tongue. So you sleep, you get up, you always have a kind of a layer on your tongue. That's because all the toxins have come out on the tongue to kind of dispel. So what oil pulling does is it takes, kind of accumulates and puts together all the bacteria that's in your mouth, and you have to keep swishing it. When you look at the oil, when you put it in as opposed to when you spit it out, you'll see they're two completely different colors. Your oil going in will be transparent. Your oil that you spit out will be an opaque color. The more the bacteria, and initially when you start doing it, the stronger the oil color would be. So again, what it does is it activates all your saliva enzymes that are used to help break down your bacteria in your mouth, help break down the food that goes inside. So you have to do this on an empty stomach. So it is preferred you do it early in the morning as soon as you wake up, or if you have a 3-hour gap between your last meal and when you go to bed, you can do it at bedtime. You brush after you've done your oil pulling. You'll have to. Trust me, when I started doing it, I could barely do it for 30 seconds. I've reached 8 minutes at least, so that's good. It is tough. It's not easy initially because you're not used to having that slimy feeling in your mouth. But you will see a big difference in how your mouth feels. Even when you get up, with the breath that you get up, or how your tongue is, you'll feel it. In 7 days, you'll see a big change in your oral hygiene itself. I think Dimple is just trying to log in. I've sent her a little request. I don't know why. She can. Hi, mom. So yeah, the second question was, why do you do it first in the morning? Like I explained, right? Your maximum. No, it's not like gargling. It is, you swish it around your mouth. So I wish I could show you all right now. You take a tablespoon of oil, you put it and you swish it around your mouth. You do it for minimum of 10 minutes. You don't spit it out. Also, when you spit it out, you cannot spit it out in your sink. It'll end up choking your entire sink pipe, because the product that comes out is not just plain oil. It is a thick, opaque matter. It almost is like a solidified matter because of all the toxins that it catches from your mouth. So what you have to do is, you basically have to spit it out either in your commode or in a spittoon, and then you can throw that away somewhere else. So it's not like gargling. You don't have to tilt your head back. You cannot swallow the oil. Again, you cannot swallow the oil that you're pulling with, because that oil essentially is no, it doesn't go down your throat. Hi Dimple, let me add you. It doesn't go down your throat. Nope. You that oil contains all the toxins that have been in your mouth the entire night. When you swish it, hello, how are
Hi,
you?
very good. How are you?
I'm very good, very good. I
It's always
started.
so much fun to do a live chat with you.
I know that's something I was just saying, that I've been reading a lot about it, and I got so many questions. So I thought it's best to get you on board since you're the expert.
So sweet.
And I already explained to them what exactly oil pulling is. Okay, I already spoke about it, but we can talk about it further. I have a bunch of questions that people have asked me, so I've written them down. So, Dimple, should we just dive straight into it? You tell me a little bit about your
Yes.
background, and then we start about what oil pulling is.
Yeah. So I'm a dear friend of Webaby now, considering the number of times we've done live and the number of parallels we have in our life. Both of us are advocates of vegan life, if possible, at least vegetarian life, if not possible. Both of us are advocates of Ayurveda, yoga, preventive healthcare like science, and positive vibrations. That is what has brought us together, to be honest.
Absolutely.
We totally bond on positive energy. We literally feed on positive energy because there is no limit on positive energy. It's available in abundance, right?
Absolutely.
So I'm an Ayurvedic health coach and a gut health expert, and I have a healthcare center called Prana in Bandra, where we've treated about 1,900 patients from 49 countries. And we started an academy recently, an online academy called Prana, which is certified by Jain, deemed to be university now. And we've coached about 1,800 students from 40 countries. We recently did the math. So touch wood.
Every time you say the numbers, it just blows my mind, because it's amazing how Ayurveda is spreading. It's
Oh,
amazing how
yes.
people actually are seeing the benefits, which we have always known, all this time. And finally, people are realizing that the only way, and because right now health is the most important and pricey commodity, right? With COVID going on, people have
It's
realized
the
what
most
all these people. eh,
sacrimonious asset now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the thing is, all your health stuff is available in your kitchen, in our Indian kitchen. Everything is available there, which you can use to kind of up your immunity, better your health, kind of even clean the toxins out. So it's
You
fantastic.
know,
I'm so glad
in
people are
fact,
realizing.
in fact,
Dimple,
recently we
your
concluded level 2 Ayurveda lessons. Can you hear me?
no, your thing is patchy.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me just try and move closer to
Do you
the
wanna do
Wi-Fi.
you wanna switch to 4G? Do you wanna switch to 4G
Yes,
instead of
yes.
being
Let me
on
do that.
Wi-Fi? Just,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
do that. Hi, Gunjan. The topic is, we're just waiting for Dimple to get back in, because last time also the network was really iffy. She's not in Bombay. So I just want the network not to keep. you know.
And I'm back.
Hey, much better,
Better.
much better. Yes,
Great.
absolutely, absolutely.
Great. So, I was just saying that we recently concluded teaching a batch of students for level 2 Ayurveda, and I was teaching them Dinacharya and Ritucharya, which is daily regime and seasonal
Correct.
regime. And I read a line that was so powerful, it just stayed by me. It said, when a human being or a man or a woman is not in an appropriate relationship with his environment, it causes lifestyle diseases.
Absolutely, because you're dis-ease. You're not at ease with the environment you're staying in. So immediately, that's what it affects you immediately.
You're in a constant state of conflict. So, if it is summer season, you're supposed to have cooling foods. If it's
Correct.
winter season, you're supposed to have warming foods. But if you do the opposite, during winter season, if you start having cold foods, you're in conflict with the environment. Instead of doing opposites cancel each other, like will increase like, and you become at a state of unease, which is disease, right?
But that's exactly what Ayurveda says, right? There's a reason why you're eating seasonal things at the time. It's whatever grows is what you have to eat. Nature has this intuition about us. Our bodies have the intuition about us. You crave certain foods. In summer you crave mangoes. It's natural, and it is when you're supposed to eat them. You don't eat them the minute it starts raining, or you don't eat them in the winter. So the minute you do that, your body is not, you're not with one with the nature, and so that's what causes your conflict. And absolutely, I mean, we have a treasure trove of information in our medical sciences, in Ayurveda, in India, in naturopathy. Now it's opening up, and I'm so glad you're doing this. And most of your
Oh,
students
God.
are not from here. That's
No.
the
In fact, there was a big chunk of students from India, but the other 39 countries, that's what amazes
that's
me.
what I'm
Students from
saying.
Iran, Maldives, Mauritius, Japan, China, Korea, Australia,
The
Brazil,
time I met you, you met someone
France.
from Mexico.
Oh my God, yes, Querétaro. There were 3 kids from Querétaro who were staying at the
Exactly.
clinic and they were interning with us for a few months. It was beautiful. Like they love learning about Ayurveda because it helps them understand what's happening inside the body. Otherwise, we're
Absolutely.
so out of control. If you don't have control of your own body, then everything else is of no use, right?
Absolutely. And right now, more than ever, you need to control your health. You need to know what your health is about, or how to better it without running to a doctor and popping pills, because even running to
Yeah,
a hospital right now is not an option.
true, true, true. So ever since we started doing the lives with you, by the way, quite a few students have joined.
Oh,
And
wow.
Dua Gunjan, so sweet. I think Jayashree Modi, one of your followers, had joined the course and she's finished the course also.
Wow. That's amazing. That's the whole reason doing this, right? You're spreading the awareness, right? In any which way
Yes.
you can. Okay, so let's
Yeah.
jump right into it. The first question is, what exactly is oil pulling?
Okay. So there are 3 kinds of oil pulling, basically. Oil pulling means using cold press food grade oil in your mouth,
Correct.
either swishing it around, or holding it for a few minutes, or just applying it on your gums to remove the gum related disorders, dental disorders, and also to remove vata imbalance in the top part of your body, which causes, by the ways, anxiety, stress, depression, and such. Vata imbalance also causes pain in the body. So oil pulling is actually a dinacharya, a daily regime that we should do every single day to balance our
Correct.
body.
Absolutely. I've started again every single day,
I
religiously.
saw from your post sesame oil. It's really good. And you worked yourself up to 10 minutes?
Yes, I've gone to 8 minutes. I've gone to 8 minutes. I think I could do 10 minutes. I just didn't have the time because Vivansh's school was starting. But I would be able to do 10 minutes for sure. The first 2 days were tough. I was just explaining to them, because you feel like the slime in your mouth, right? So, Dimple, can we talk about the different oils that we can use for oil pulling, according to what their doshas are? I don't know how many of you guys have done your dosha test. You can do it on Prana's website, because I think it's really important to know what dosha you are, what your body prakriti is. So, Dimple, is it by dosha, the oil that you pull, or so? Can you tell us a
You
little bit
can.
more?
You can do it based on the dosha. I've just given the website, guys, if you just find out your dosha first.
Can
Now,
you
there
give
are
me your
2 kinds of,
website address? I can type it out right
yeah.
now here so they can look it up.
It's called www.pranabydimplejangra.com. I just typed it in the
Oh,
messages
you
comment
have?
section.
Okay, 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 done,
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
Okay,
So if
great.
you guys can, do your dosha quiz, it barely takes 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, 3 minutes, answer 15 questions to find out what Prakriti you are. Now, there are 2, 3 kinds of oils that is easily available. Of course, in Ayurveda, we have an oil called Arimedadi Thailam. It's
Yeah.
Arimedadi. I'd love to send you the kit as soon as I'm back in Bombay.
Done.
Arimedadi Thailam has a lot of herbs cooked in coconut oil. So it's
Okay.
literally green in color, very dark green in color. And it has a pungent taste. Now remember, your mouth is kapha dosh. Kapha is predominant from the nose to the
Correct.
chest. And kapha is made of earth and water, and it has a taste of sweet, sour, and salty.
Right.
When we are eating food, the taste we retain in our mouth, even after eating food, even after digesting, is either sweet, sour, or salty, which, by the ways, leads to cavities and caries.
Correct.
Okay, so because our mouth is sweet, sour, salty, we must do the exact opposite to cancel the effect and also to avoid cavities and caries, which means number one, your toothpaste should be either bitter, astringent, or pungent in taste. It should never be sweet in taste. That's
It
the
should
reason
not
we're
even
having
have
cavities and
fluoride.
caries.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, fluoride was basically added in the water back in the day to
Yes.
sterilize the water and also to help in brain functions. But you don't need so much fluoride. You need like 0.005 milligram or something, which is hardly anything. But you can't
Absolutely.
consume fluoride on a daily basis.
Daily
It actually weakens your pituitary gland.
and your pineal gland gets calcified.
Yes.
You're not in touch with your self if you use fluoride toothpaste. Okay, so let's get the I
The
agree.
different kinds of oil.
It should be taught in school. There are already so many questions. Yeah, let's get so then we can answer questions. So tell us what different
Okay.
kinds of oils. So this is what I use. I use the conscious food, cold pressed coconut as well as sesame. What now? Do tell me. I prefer using sesame. Somehow it
Yes.
just works better for
Yes.
me. So can you tell us by what your dosha is? What oil is best for you?
Okay, so Arimedadi Thailam is universal. The one that I said, it has herbs cooked in oil. It has a bitter
Okay.
taste. So
And
anybody can use
can we
Arimedadi.
can we order it from the
Yes,
link?
you can
Okay.
order it from my clinic if you like, or if you can
Okay.
buy it online also, you're most welcome to do that if you're not living in Bombay. It's called Arimedadi Thailam. I've just written the spelling for you guys. For Vata Prakriti, you can either have coconut oil or sesame oil.
Okay.
Coconut oil is fat, which greases the mouth, and coconut oil is fat that helps in trapping all the air and space bubbles in the head region. Remember, if there is air and space bubbles anywhere in the top part of the body, it causes anxiety, stress, depression, sleeplessness, insomnia, amnesia, and can lead to other neurological disorders.
Okay. So
Okay, so
for that
Vata
you
Prakriti
so for
tend to have
Vata,
a very dry, rough body and skin.
yes.
So when you do oil pulling with coconut oil, not only does it remove dental and gum related disorders, it also reduces dryness and roughness in this part of the body.
Okay.
And let me tell you something, we all have vata imbalance from time to time.
Yeah.
We all have anxiety from time to time, or pain in the body, right? Pain and anxiety both are vata imbalance, or constipation, even that is vata imbalance. There are some days during the lockdown where I was feeling claustrophobic, because I was quarantined in a room for 14 days, which I told you of. So I
Correct.
would wake up with calf muscle pain because of lack of mobility. And I kid you not, I woke up in the morning and did oil pulling with cold pressed coconut oil. My pain in the calf muscle disappeared by the time I spat the oil
Finish
out.
up. Yeah, absolute. I've seen a big change. I've seen a big change in my even oral or the way my lips feel. You know,
Oh,
it's
yes.
it's such a big change to my lip color. Like I don't apply any makeup, but even my lip color has changed with the oil pulling. And it's 7 days. It's been exactly 7 days. It's been 7 days since I've
How
been doing it.
nice. So it also helps in lubricating your teeth, your gums, and your entire mouth region and your lips, right? So what happens when you're lubricating it? There's less friction, there's less dental injury when you eat food,
Ah,
and there's no cavities and caries. If you switch around for 10, 15 minutes, it removes plaque, it removes cavities, caries, all kinds of bacteria, parasites that have been residing in the mouth. So what you do is first thing when you wake up in the morning, you put coconut oil in your mouth and you switch it around for 10 to 15 minutes. So for Vata Prakriti, coconut oil is great. Or sesame oil. Sesame oil is heaty. It also improves body heat for them. For Pitta Prakriti, coconut oil is great. And for Kapha Prakriti, it can be sesame oil, which is
okay.
heaty, not coconut oil because it's fatty. So what you were feeling is all your vata going away, which is why you're
Yeah,
loving the sesame oil.
I'm loving
But
it.
once you feel it's becoming too hot in the mouth, you can switch to coconut oil.
Coconut. Till now, I've not felt it because I've not done it for a long. As in, I've done it for only 8 minutes. But you're right. It does get hot. Yeah, I. You cannot gargle. It's not tilt your head back and gargle. It is swishing. So you have to swish it around your mouth. Dimple, you can even hold it in your mouth, but it's tough to hold
Yes.
it for 8-10 minutes because how
Yeah.
you have to keep switching sides, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All
So there are three ways of oil pulling. So the
yeah.
one that you're doing is the second method. The first method is great for senior citizens and young children. You just take one drop or few drops of coconut oil or sesame oil, whatever you like, and rub it on the gums
Okay.
and ask them to keep spitting it out.
Okay.
So when you apply it on the gums, it prevents children from clenching their teeth when they get nervous. And it prevents nightmares, by the way. So one
Oh,
patient said
okay.
that she was having nightmares and she put coconut oil on her gums and went to sleep. She said she had dreams, lucid dreams of being in Maldives and Mauritius. Her nightmares turned into lucid dreams. So that's
Dream.
what oil does in your gums. For children who are having nightmares or who have anxiety, who clench their teeth, this is great. One.
Okay.
Number two, you take 4 to 5 teaspoons of coconut oil in the mouth or arimedadi thalam sesame oil. You swish it around. The first time you swish it around for 4 to 5 minutes, second time maybe 10 minutes. Work your way up to 15 minutes. While you're swishing the oil, you can make all your herbal teas, spice teas. You can do a full body oil massage while you're swishing around. Do not swallow it under any circumstance because if the oil
Exactly.
enters the throat, it causes throat infection.
Absolutely. Because it's pulled out all the toxins from your mouth.
Yes. In fact, what people back in the day used to do is after oil pulling, even now you should do this, you should gargle your throat with Sapta Chadi Kashayam, okay,
Okay.
or hot water, turmeric, and salt.
Okay. So I do salt water gargles, but I do them at night before sleeping. So after oil pulling, I'll try to do that.
Immediately do that. You know why? Because even if one drop of oil went into your throat, when you gargle, you're spitting out all
Correct.
the bacteria, parasites that might enter the throat region because that will cause throat infections and that makes us at risk of COVID-19 also, right? A weak throat, a weak bronchial
Absolutely.
health. Definitely compulsory do gargling after oil pulling.
Okay. So with hot water, salt, and turmeric on haldi.
Turmeric.
Okay.
It will also cleanse your teeth. It will make it sparkling white. It will cleanse your throat. Your voice will become sharper, cleaner, and also you'll notice that your mouth is feeling extra clean.
I'm telling you, I've seen a big change in my mouth.
Yes.
It's been 7 days, and I actually feel like you get up with your mouth feels different. You know,
Oh God, it does.
it
In
feels
fact, for me,
different.
you know what I feel? If I
What?
have any kind of anxiety or pain in the body, oil pulling is my go-to. If I'm having
Okay,
excessive thoughts, I just do oil pulling because swishing oil in the mouth for so long increases blood circulation to your head region,
correct.
improves your faculties, your eyes, nose, ears, mouth, liquefies the mucus because you're moving it around for so much. All the mucus comes out and the thoughts in your mind stop because thoughts comes from vata, which is air and space. So when air and space moves in the head, it moves thoughts continuously, causing restlessness. But the minute you do oil pulling, your thoughts stop. How powerful is that to improve your focus and
Yeah, that's
concentration?
amazing. I didn't know that.
So
That's
that's your
amazing.
second method. Second method. But the trick is never swallow your saliva after oil pulling. Immediately do gargling. And the
Exactly.
third step is brush your teeth with bitter astringent pungent toothpaste. So either miswak or Vaidyaratham or Lal Dant Manjan tooth powder or even what is the other toothpaste that come? Bico turmeric.
And even the ones that Auroville sells. Uh,
Yes, any toothpaste that's bitter in taste or pungent, spicy in taste is great.
so their toothpaste is full licorice, so it's that bitter.
Licorice is great, great for your health. So
Absolutely,
that's number two.
absolutely.
Number three, you brush your teeth. After brushing your teeth, by the way, there's number four. Just dental health or oral health is four-step process in the morning. Oil pulling, gargling of the throat, brushing your teeth, and then cleansing your tongue with a copper tongue cleaner because
Yeah,
the food we eat has toxins or ama. Undigested, uncooked, unripe food causes poison or toxins which get settled on the tongue in a white coating. So when you use a copper tongue cleaner, you're sterilizing your tongue, removing the toxins and not swallowing it. And you're also cleansing the palate. You taste better.
absolutely. So also what I've realized is after oil pulling, the ama that forms on the tongue is a lot lesser. Is
Yes.
a lot lesser. Now I wanted
Yes.
to ask you, I don't have a copper tongue cleaner. Should you only use a copper tongue cleaner?
It is advisable. See, I started with a plastic tongue cleaner. For me, tongue cleaning was not a ritual until like I grew up and became aware of it because I would
Okay.
chew chewing gum all the time.
I've always clean my tongue always.
Yeah. So, plastic tongue cleaner is fine. It does the job, but plastic is not good for the mouth. It leaves a residue.
So I have
Copper tongue
stainless
cleaner,
steel one, but I'll look for a copper one. I can't find a
yeah,
copper one
copper
now.
is anti-cancer, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
It also helps in preventing oral cancer in the long run
So my
or
water
mouth
is all
cancer.
in copper pots. All my water is in copper pots, but I couldn't find a copper tongue cleaner. I think that's one thing.
I'll send it to you from my clinic, by the way. I'll send you the dental
Please.
kit, Adidadi Talam, Saptachadi Kasham, and the copper tongue cleaner from my clinic as a
Okay.
thank you. So that's number 2. What you did was oil pulling with a 4-step process. Number 3
Correct.
is full mouth. Okay. This is great. If you're unable to do oil pulling, swishing because you have too many thoughts, you're very restless and all, just take a full mouth of oil and leave no space in your mouth. Take a
Oh,
full
okay.
mouth, like literally 50 ml of oil. Just put it in your mouth and hold it till you start tearing up. The minute your tears come out, the kapha dosh from your eyes has come out through the tear duct, cleansed your eyes. The pitta goes up in your eyes, which is fire. That means your perception, your eyesight becomes sharper, your faculties
Wow.
become sharper, then you spit it out.
I did not know that. Thank you very much. And that would, but how long would that take? That would take more than 10 minutes.
No, not more than 10 minutes.
No?
As soon as your tears start coming out, you're done. So it
Okay.
changes from person to person. Some people 2 minutes, some people 4, 6, 8 minutes. So it actually improves your eyesight, by the way, doing a full mouth oil pulling because you're forcing the kapha, the liquid out through the eyes.
I
And
did
that
not know
helps in
that.
lubricating your eyes. And remember, eyes is where pitta lives, fire, which helps you to convert what you see into perception. If
Right.
you want to have a good reality check, you need to increase the fire in your eyes. That's why we put kajal in our eyes.
But that is because we had the made from camphor. The original Kapoor kajal was to correct.
So I'll tell you something that's happened in the last few days. I'm living with my aunt and we have a niece, 3-year-old niece. When she was born, the nanny kept taking ghee. She would make a diya and put it under a coconut shell
And
to
we
collect the
scrape
soot.
it. Absolutely.
So she made kajal from 10 kilos of ghee. This much, just this
Yes.
much, 10 kilos
Yes.
of ghee. So my aunt was shocked. Later she realized, oh my God, I put so much ghee. I've been using that kajal. As soon as I wake up in the morning, the days I do oil pulling, gargling, brush my teeth, scrape my tongue, I immediately put kajal and then come out of the bathroom.
And you
Okay,
can
so what
actually feel the
happened?
difference.
Oh my God, my pitta's gone up. I used to wear glasses and I can't find my glasses for last many months. I don't need my glasses the last few days.
Wow.
Then I take a shower and when I put on my makeup, obviously I don't wear kajal because I prefer eyeliner. It's fine, but at least the kajal did the job early in the morning and removed out all the kapha and the dirt from my eyes. Just
Wow.
putting it on for 15 minutes can change your eye health and your perception and reality in your
But
head.
this oil pulling with holding in the mouth is something fantastic. I haven't done that. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that
Yeah.
tomorrow.
There's another thing, by the way, back in the day,
But
or
what,
not back in the day, when
Dimple?
you're
One second.
traveling.
But
Yeah,
what are the oils to use? There are only two kinds of oils that you use, right? Either coconut and sesame. Guys, they have to be organic. They have to be cold pressed, okay? Because this is something that you should invest in. It's going in your mouth, you know.
correct.
So I don't believe anything that's not organic should go in your mouth. Like as Dimple always says, you are not made in a factory. You should not eat stuff that's made in a factory.
I love how you remember it.
Of course, of course. I completely
I
do.
love that. It has to
So,
be organic. Even cosmetics, we say it has to be organic because your skin drinks 75% of what you
exa-
apply. Your skincare
absolutely.
products, like I have stopped using shampoo, I've stopped using skincare products and
You
even
know,
creams and lotions.
so now what are you using? Lotions I don't use. I don't put anything. But shampoo I can't stop using. Mine is obviously
So
sulfate free.
I'll give you 2 shampoos, homemade shampoos. It'll
Please.
stop your hair loss because I know everybody's talking about hair loss in Bombay because of the excessive fluoride and
That
chlorine
they're
in the
putting in the
BB
water. Yes.
that BMC is putting in.
Yes.
All my patients are falling with hair loss. Today, I washed my hair with only buttermilk. So you can either take a
Ah,
bowl of yogurt, squeeze some lemon, make a hair mask. Leave it on for 20-30 minutes. The butter has active bacteria which eats all the dirt on your scalp and it moisturizes the scalp. The lemon removes all kinds of dandruff and scalp health issues,
okay.
dryness, flakiness. And after that, just take this much water. You barely need 2-3 liters of drinking water from your filter and just wash your hair with that.
Gotcha.
That's it.
Okay.
Just wash off the hair mask, the yogurt and lemon. That's all.
And
That's one.
you don't need any conditioner with my hair. I have to
Nothing.
condition.
No, trust me, your hair will become frizz-free.
Okay, I'm gonna
Washing your
try
hair
that.
with buttermilk is the ancient shampoo that Indians had. Number 2, is fermented rice water. You know, when you cook
Yes, I
rice,
do.
you
I
drain
do
the
that
water
all the
out.
time. I do all the time.
Chinese love washing their hair with fermented rice water.
Dimple started away.
Thank you, Betta. My niece has come to give me medicines apparently.
Uh, but
So that's
I
her.
do. Hello.
Hi.
So
So
I do rice
fermented
water
rice
all the time. I do rice water all the time.
and buttermilk is more than enough, by the way. Buttermilk will make sure that you never lose your hair.
Okay, so buttermilk with lemon. Okay, so
Yeah. The trick is don't use the water from the BMC tap. Just use drinking water to cleanse your hair. Okay, sweetie. I'll eat it.
Yes, Kona.
so tell me
Okay.
something, Dimple. Yeah, what is the best time to oil pull? You have to
Early in
do
the
it in the
morning.
morning. Correct. Correct.
As soon as you wake up, guys, there are some people who are lazy and who ask me, can I do it after breakfast? You will end up having nausea. You will vomit.
Ah, yes.
Because when you're oil pulling, you know what happens? On an empty stomach, you're pulling the vata upwards out through your mouth and spitting it out. Vata is supposed to be a downward movement which pushes food from the stomach to your intestines to your colon for evacuation. After eating lunch, if you do oil pulling and you pull
It's
your
all
vata
going to
up,
come
it'll
out.
pull the food up. And it can
Absolutely.
cause acid reflux, hyperacidity, and a whole lot of health issues.
Okay. Now, okay. Then coming back to oil pulling again. We went from oil pulling to hair to
To
kajal to
hair, and I see
lips.
everyone's asking questions about hair
I
now.
know. I know. I know. But
Because everyone's suffering. We'll do another live
no,
just for hair. I have a whole lot of shampoos,
we should do
hair
one for
masks,
hair.
conditioners.
Mine, oh God, don't ask. Okay, then why? Next question: do you mix oil with water and do you heat the oil or do you just use it as it is? Another
You
question: how do you bear
can
the texture of oil in your mouth?
Okay. So first of all, it's acquired taste. Someone asked,
Yeah,
someone, how do you like the taste of wine? They said acquired taste. Nobody likes wine on the first sip. Nobody will like the taste of oil in the first try. Okay.
but you
So
know
it's an
what I did?
acquired taste.
What I tried and it really worked for me. The first day I put a clove in the coconut oil.
I was going to tell you.
Because it really helped be okay with that taste and texture in my mouth, and it really felt so good. My mouth felt so fresh after that. It actually felt
There is,
good.
there are two things you can try.
Yes, so
One
tell
is
us.
one drop of clove oil. Okay. And the
Okay.
second is cardamom oil. You know, cardamom is used as a mouth freshener.
Correct. Yes.
Cardamom has an oil which helps in improving dental health and also the breath. So if you have halitosis, which is bad foul breath, cardamom can help cure that.
But Dimple, can we leave a piece of an organic coal or organic cardamom, because that's what I did. I put coal,
Yeah.
my clove.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can.
So,
Okay.
one of my students from New York, she started the Dinacharya regime where we say all the things that you have to do in the morning.
Right.
And she said, how do I do oil pulling? Because the oil comes frozen. So what you do is put your oil in a bowl of hot water and then use it for oil swishing. That is one. Or you can even just heat it once and pour it back into a steel container or a steel bottle, never in a plastic container, and then use it every day. Now, granular oil is great for face massage. If you're
Yeah.
getting frozen coconut oil or frozen honey, take aside a little bit and keep it in the bathroom. I literally keep coconut oil in the bathroom because I wash my face or wash the makeup off with coconut oil.
Okay. Yeah. I do.
So
I
that's
use
a great way.
coconut oil to remove makeup as well when I used to put makeup.
Yeah.
But okay, so question: do you have water before or after oil pulling? Oil pulling is done on empty
Don't drink
stomach.
water. Yeah, don't drink water before oil pulling. I'll tell you why. Early in the day, they used to say drink 1 glass of water before brushing your teeth so the good bacteria in our mouth can go to your stomach. But
Yes.
unfortunately, because of the groundwater level pollution and the earth pollution, air pollution, all foods, even though they're organic, have a little toxin, preservative. And that white coating on the tongue should not be swallowed.
In
So don't
exactly.
drink water before oil pulling. And don't have water immediately after oil pulling. It can cause throat infection.
Can you do oil pulling in the morning if you do IF and break the fast at 12? Oil pulling, you're not.
Yes.
I do IF. I do 16 hours IFs, and oil pulling, you're not ingesting anything. You're swishing it in your mouth and throwing it out. So there's nothing going into your stomach. So your stomach will still continue the IF cycle. Also, one thing, guys, don't throw the water in your sink. It will choke up the sink. That's the one thing you have to remember here. You have the oil pulling, after your oil it becomes so viscous, it's like choking up my sink. So I would say, okay, I cannot throw it. I have to take it in a spittoon and then put it out somewhere else.
There's another way. If you do the gargling with hot water, turmeric, and salt,
Huh.
you can also put 1 teaspoon of salt extra on the leftover water and pour it down the sink. Salt helps in breaking the oil.
Breaking it up. Okay, mine got choked. So then I just started putting it in the commode.
Oh my God. But just remember, guys, if you're doing oil pulling in the morning while you're intermittent fasting, either do gargling or you do not swallow your saliva for 1 hour. That means you have to keep spitting your saliva out, which is
Out.
difficult. So just do gargling of the throat compulsory whenever you do oil pulling. If you don't do that, you'll become at risk of kapha imbalance, throat infections, and allergies.
Okay. Dimple, next question. Can you just tell us the sequence? So you do oil pulling, you do the hot
Yeah.
water gargling, then you do
Yeah.
the tongue cleaning, and then you
No, brush your
brush,
teeth. No, brush your teeth first and then
and
tongue
then
clean.
tongue cleaning. Okay. Okay. Can you
Because
repeat that?
once you brush your teeth, the taste has changed in the mouth. When you place a tongue cleaner on the tongue, it won't cause nausea. Some people get nausea the minute they touch their tongue.
Yeah, it happens to me all the time.
So, by the way, there's another thing I'd like to add. This is called Dinacharya in Ayurveda, this whole regime that we spoke about. It means daily routine
Yeah.
to prevent the dosha imbalances. While you're doing oil pulling for 15 minutes, take some warm coconut oil or sesame oil, add almond oil, castor oil, olive oil, whatever oils you like to add, make a concoction, warm it up, and do a full body oil massage. It takes 15 minutes to do oil stitching. When you do a full body oil massage, you're increasing blood circulation, you're stimulating toxins from all over to come towards the gut so that you can evacuate it. You can also do oil hair massage if you want, and then do your gargling, brush your teeth, cleanse your tongue, and take a warm shower and come out of the bathroom. That 30 minutes of exclusive me time. By the time you come out, all your 3 doshas are in balance. Your day will be super productive.
But Dimple, tell me this. Suppose like I get up, I do my oil pulling, and I straight go to workout. So I can't do my body
Full
oil.
body oil massage.
So is it
So,
beneficial even after? Because after workout, anyways, my pores are open. So
oh, like hell. It's the best
okay,
after exercise, actually. Exercise is called Vyamana, where you're increasing blood circulation and your pores open up and you start sweating.
correct.
Now, there are also some injuries that happens during exercise, very minor injuries, which you can't feel or see. When you do a full body oil massage right after exercise, the oil gets absorbed through the pores faster and it
So
repairs all damage.
what oils do you suggest? Is there a proportion that we do it in, or is it just any oil which you feel intuitively your body needs? What oil do you suggest?
So for Vata, I recommend cold pressed coconut oil as a base because coconut oil has good fat. You can also use avocado oil if you have varicose veins because it helps in releasing varicose veins. Add a little heaty oil like sesame oil or castor oil or almond oil. Vata is one of the easiest doshas because all oils are good for Vata.
Okay.
For Vata, these are the 5 oils. Okay, mix it up in any proportion you like. Castor oil, sesame oil is to increase the body heat, and almond oil is to increase bone density, by the way. So it
Yes.
increases vitamin.
Yes.
For Pitta, only the cooling oils can be used, which is coconut oil, little almond oil, avoid castor and sesame oil. You can use coconut, avocado, little almond oil.
Okay.
Okay,
And then
for
for kapha,
Kapha, all the warm oils, don't use the good fat oils. Avoid
yeah,
coconut and avocado oil because it's fatty. Use sesame oil,
sesame.
castor oil, almond oil because it increases body heat, breaks the subcutaneous fat, and makes you lose weight.
Okay.
So remember, for Vata, it is to increase moisture and good fat and increase body heat. For Pitta, it is to cool down. And for Kapha, is to heat the body. So the
Correct.
role of the core purpose is different for all 3 doshas. So the oil changes based on that.
So even the oil pulling is dependent on your dosha, right? Or
Yes.
you can do an avocado oil for say vata or
So, you know what? We feel imbalances in all 3 doshas at any
yeah,
given day, right?
correct.
So, you can be a Pitta Prakriti, but you can wake up with a Vata imbalance. If you're experiencing Vata imbalance, definitely do coconut oil or
Okay.
sesame oil. If you're feeling Kapha imbalance, very sluggish, fat, slow, or boring, or dull, you don't feel like going to work, lacking motivation, do sesame oil. It increases your heat immediately.
I think
If
I
you
should
have
stop doing
Pitta,
sesame oil. I'm anyways.
because you're feeling all revved up and energetic, is it? But you're a Pitta personality, remember. So you
Yes.
already have a lot of
Yes.
metabolic heat and drive and focus and courage, right? If your Pitta is very high, like burning sensation, then switch to coconut oil immediately.
Okay.
So you can do sesame oil for summertime, switch to coconut oil when you feel that the heat is a lot. If you
A
feel
lot.
any pimples or something, even the slightest blemish or mark, immediately switch to coconut oil.
Coconut. Okay. What about
Yeah.
ghee? Can we do pulling with ghee?
No.
No.
Ghee
Okay.
is fat.
Yeah.
Ghee is
Okay.
supposed to be consumed. Ghee is not supposed to be swished. Ghee is for children. You can actually apply ghee on the gums. Guys, you can take 1 glass of warm water the first thing after you're done with the 4 rituals. That is oil pulling, gargling, brushing your teeth and tongue scraping, oil massage. You can also do uptan, which is taking a dry
Right.
powder like basin or green gram and scrub your body, wash off the oil and wash off the, dead skin cells and take a warm bath and come out. You're done with your daily rituals. Start your day with 1 glass of warm water with 1 teaspoon of ghee dissolved in it. It helps in preventing dehydration all day, lubricates your digestive tract, pulls all the heavy metals out from your body, and brings it to the gut for evacuation. Then
Okay,
have
so
your herbal teas.
okay, so ghee before tea. What if you
Yes,
mix that in your tea? What if I
you can
don't
do that.
I don't do ghee, so but you can mix the ghee in your teas.
It's called dirty chai or bullet coffee.
Yeah, bullet
Bullet
coffee. Correct.
chai, dirty coffee, bullet coffee. What it does is coffee has a dry, rough effect on your intestines,
Yeah.
but it helps in cleansing the colon. Tea is astringent and also helps in drying up the water retention or moisture in the body. But when you put ghee or coconut oil, if you're vegan, it basically lubricates your digestive tract and prevents the coffee and tea from drying up the insides of your body.
Correct. Correct. So tell me something. The oil concoction that you gave us for a body thing, you can even use on your scalp.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So, since we touched on hair, let me give you a
Yeah.
quick oil recipe. If your hair is falling, don't oil your hair. It's too late.
Yeah. Yes. I
Your
know.
hair will start falling out even faster. If you oil your hair, you're basically lubricating the fall. You're letting the hair roots fall out smoothly without pain, okay? So, when your hair loss is stopped, this is my favorite oil. It's a concoction of coconut oil, olive oil, sesame oil, and almond oil.
Okay.
Almond oil increases heat and density of the hair root. Sesame oil increases heat under the scalp and blood circulation. Coconut oil lubricates and pulls out the dirt. And olive oil is light. All four oils mixed together, massage your hair
But in what proportion?
equal
You have
proportion.
equal.
Equal
Okay.
proportion. And trust me, your hair will be drop dead straight. It's great for straightening your hair, this oil concoction that I
I
gave
have
you.
to try that. But once my hair, I think it's because of the water that I mean, obviously they've increased the chemicals in the water and it's affecting everyone. Like
Just switch to drinking water. You know, one of my celebrity clients, she said it's pouring hair in the sink. What do I do? I said you need to use drinking water for washing the hair. She's actually taken a water filter and
and put
installed it
in,
in the bath. It's a
yeah,
great investment for your skin and hair because your
absolutely.
skin is going to drink the water that you wash your body with. So you might as well be
Absolutely.
drinking water.
Okay, lovely. This is amazing. There's so many que I think we have to do another session on just hair because there's so
Yes,
many
I'd love
questions
to.
on hair here. We were talking about oil pulling and we've come to hair. But again, so Dimple, you do recommend oil pulling, right? I think it kind of
Everybody.
yes, absolutely. No matter what, who, anyone and everyone should do oil pulling, right?
See, we live in Kalyug, okay? Kalyug means 3 times sadness, 1 time happiness. If you
Yeah.
want to hold on to your happiness and peace of mind, do oil pulling every day. If you love peace of mind, oil pulling is a solution. Let me just put it that way. I equate it to peace of mind.
And you know what the best part is? Like for me, I get up and I'm straight having conversations in my head on the phone with someone because I'm forced to be quiet and switch this around 15 minutes. And honestly, you have to concentrate because the feeling is not that something that you're used to. Your mind actually gets time to process what you have lined up for you in the day. It is such an
And
amazing forced me time.
I had a joke about it when I did this workshop with Jito women in Chennai. I said, please start doing oil pulling and save your marriage because you won't wake up irritable and
It
take
is
out all your frustration on your
on
poor
your
husband.
husband.
The henpecked man, I have a lot of sympathy for men because actually women see a lot of emotions, see a lot of colors. We are a lot.
Yes, I
And men
agree.
can't take it. So start oil pulling. Give that man 15 minutes of Mon Vrat ka peace.
I'm telling you, I completely agree. It's amazing. You know, you guys should try it. And Dimple, oh God, there's so many questions, guys. If you can do oil playing for 30 minutes, that's fantastic. I
No,
highly
but
recommend.
avoid doing it. It might cause wrinkles.
Yeah,
You're using your skin too much. Actually, oil pulling also helps in tightening the collagen and prevents wrinkles, by the ways, on this area and this area. If you want to prevent wrinkles, 30 minutes might become too much. Do it for 15 minutes, spit it out, and do instead full body massage, uptan, massage your feet and scrape the bottom of your feet. That increases blood circulation. Massage your hair. Make herbal concoctions. Do a lot of other regimes. Save
I
time
al
for that.
I also feel oil pulling gives you more cuts on the face, right? It
So
kind
you
of
know what's
helps.
happening? The sesame oil is increasing heat and releasing the water retention in your cheeks and
Ah,
giving you
yes.
chiseled cheek and chin.
I'm
Jawline is
telling
becoming chiseled.
Yeah, it is the sesame oil. Oh my God, I am not going to stop.
So there's another thing. While you're traveling, if you don't have access to oil because it's difficult to carry oil in the suitcase,
Yeah.
this is what I used to do. I fill my mouth with a lot of water. and then I splash my face with water, the heat from my mouth and the heat from my eyes comes out.
Okay.
It immediately cools this part of the face.
So you don't wait for your eyes to then water when you're holding water in
No,
your mouth.
just take a full mouth of water and keep splashing water on your eyes. The heat from the eyes and the mouth, everything will come out. It reduces ulcers. If you don't have access to oil pulling while traveling, do this one technique. So
Wow,
I
that's
literally
amazing.
take water from the mud pot, put it in my mouth, and then splash mud pot water on my face. It gives you a sparkling feeling.
Oh, I should try that. We should. Should you use the body wash to take the oil or just water? Yeah, I'm just assuming this is the when you massage oil on your water.
Ah, okay. So you know what? For my niece, by the way, and even I started doing this, it's called oil bath. When you apply oil on your body, and then when you take a shower, you're actually protecting your health because when you take a hot water bath or a warm water bath, it opens up the pores and the chlorine fluoride from the water enters
Yeah,
your
it goes
bloodstream.
in.
But when you eat food, what happens is it goes to the stomach, liver, the liver detoxifies and then releases the nutrients to the bloodstream. But from the water, it goes to the bloodstream directly. So the oil is a protective layer that prevents the chlorine fluoride from entering the skin and it cleanses the pores. It removes the dead skin cells. You just do an uptan to remove
Yeah.
the oil massage. Instead of a body wash, uptan is basically besan, dahi, haldi, a little lemon. Oh my God, the day I do these regime and come out, I feel like I can conquer the
God,
world. If I do 7.
absolutely. I completely understand your feeling. My mom is such a big Uptan fan, be it face, hair, body. I've grown up with that. It's just that now we feel we don't have the time, right? I've actually
Yeah.
started getting up earlier than what I get up. I get up early to do my oil pulling because it takes that much time. And for right now, when you just started, I can't do things while I'm doing it. I need complete concentration on with the oil in my face. So
True, true,
it's
true.
it's an amazing me time thing. Oh God,
And
there's
it's
so
like a
many
mix.
questions. Yes, we do. Les, you have to do the oil pulling every day, every morning as soon as you get up. The first thing, I think 10 to 15 minutes is a good enough number, right, Dimple? What do you think?
Yes, yes, yes. Maybe the first time you'll do it for 5 minutes, work it up to 15
First
minutes,
time I did
and
for
then
1 minute.
use.
One
Oh,
minute.
the first time was 1 minute.
Oh my God, yeah, it was 1 minute for me. I could not handle that texture. And then I was like, okay, so that's when I put the clove in the oil, and then
Yes.
it kind of got easier.
You can heat the oil, preheat it with little clove and cardamom, and refill it back into the bottle with the clove and cardamom. When it's cooled down now, then you have the flavor of it without the
So
nauseating
it's
feeling
the
of cooking
clove
oil.
is in my bottle only. It's inside my bottle.
Very nice, very
It's
nice.
inside my bottle. I don't know if you can
Oh,
see it.
by the way, another tip for dental health. Okay, so during the lockdown, when I was a kid, I got a root canal treatment done. You know how they put an artificial
Yes,
cap, which
yes.
looks like a tooth. And I wish I had this wisdom then. So it started hurting, and I knew that something has gone in, and I might need to get the cap itself replaced. You can't go to a dentist during COVID-19 pandemic
Correct.
because you're highest risk entering the mouth, right? I just took clove oil. It's extremely pungent, and I kept applying one
In there.
drop on the root canal area. It swells up the lips because it's so spicy. It burns. In 3 nights, that excruciating pain disappeared.
Yeah,
And I'm perfectly
absolutely.
fine. My dental health is back to normal.
Absolutely. Clove is genius. Clove is amazing for the teeth. I do that all the time. I keep it all the time in my teeth.
Yeah, and stress, by the way, stress and anxiety leads to root canal issues.
Okay.
Vata imbalance actually leads to dental disorders. Can you believe it? So if you want to prevent dental disorders, you need to do oil pulling because oil pulling pulls Vata out of the
Full,
body.
I'm telling you,
It has a direct relationship.
it has really been life changing for me. It's been fantastic. It's been 7 days, but it's been fantastic. That's why I thought it's very important that I pull you back on live and talk about this because it's really helped me, and I wanted you to talk in detail as to why it is so beneficial. Because
The
obviously
minute you said oil
the
pulling, I was like,
I
great
want
topic. Let's do
I know.
it.
So again, it was fantastic. Yes, this live will be saved, guys. Dimple is saved her. It's pinned her clinic number, clinic details, as well as her Insta handle. You guys can get in touch with her clinic. She's amazing, as you can see. She has a lot of knowledge in
So
Ayurveda and also what's good for us right now. Thank you so much again. I think next week we should talk about hair and the
I'd
different
love
uptons we
to.
can do or the different masks we can do. I think it's very beneficial. People really need to know that right now, especially us living in Bombay and losing hair by the handful.
Oh God,
But
I have top 4 hair mask, top 4 hair shampoos, top 4 hair conditioner,
let's do
top
this.
4 hair oils, all homemade. We'd love to talk about it.
Let's plan this for next Thursday. I'm telling you from now.
Sure,
Okay.
done.
Done. Super. Thank you so much, Dimple. Thanks a lot. Thank you guys
Oh
for
God.
tuning in. This is going to be saved on my IGTV as well. And Dimple's handle is going to be tagged. Thanks a lot.
Yes.
Bye.
Always a
Always
pleasure. Why? You're like an
Bye.
Ayurvedic family for me,
I
the soul
know.
family. So it's always an honor and a pleasure to be on Be Personalized. Guys, she's one of the nicest souls. I have to say this. She helps people without expecting anything in return. Like I've known her to only help people. So the number of people she's actually helped and changed their lives by introducing them to the right, preventive healthcare practices. Like, quite a few friends between you and I have actually sworn by the advice that you give out. So guys,
so glad.
don't miss out any of the sessions that Vi puts out there.
Thanks a lot, Dimple. Thank you for making me blush. Thank you very much. Hey guys, thank you for logging into Live with Vi. Subscribe to see more videos.